I have never been the most organized person. So I decided to redesign my room, which I've been wanting to do since always. Reorganizing and renovating my room is not gonna fix all my problems, but I feel like it's gonna fix some of them. I think. But first off, let's start with the design. The design of this space has never been very good. It has looked kind of meh all the time. And the fact that I chose a lime green room when I was 11 years old moving into this house is beyond me. My defense at 11 years old was, it reminds me of the woods, of the forest, because I love camping, right? No, in fact, I love limes because that's what it looks like. So the first set of business is to take some pictures of this place and basically create a little design. So this being the first installment of the renovation series that I am starting, called My Bedroom Renovation DIY or Die. Is that a good name? I don't know, you guys help me out in the comments right now. I don't know what to call it. But first things first, we gotta take a picture with our phone with the wide angle lens, because that's real estate, baby. And I'm gonna take that into my iPad, into Procreate, and right now what you're watching are some time lapses of the design. And I decided to wash out all the walls, make them white so it reflects light again, instead of this being a dark green dungeon. Kind of actually reminds me of Shrek's swamp. What we're going for is like a modern content creation studio bedroom. Basically, I'm calling this my micro studio apartment. I still live at home with my parents, and I cannot afford to move out. So this is my way of coping with that and making my own space that works. The biggest problem is I have way too much crap. So we're gonna address that in the next episode of this installment of videos. Yeah, I have a lot more time on my hands. If you haven't seen the recent podcast which I made, I go into all of that as to why I have so much time on my hands. But I am in between jobs right now, and so I'm taking care of myself and trying to do everything I can to become a content creator. I mean, I already am because I'm making content. But am I making money from it? No. I'm gonna have some help from my dad building this bunk bed thing you see. It's also called like a loft bed, and I'm super excited for it. The idea is that just to get as much floor space and space available, built-in storage in the steps, and I already have a lot of existing stuff that's just staying in the room because I've already started renovating over the years by adding like LED lights and stuff like that, because, you know, I'm a professional TikToker. I usually hang way too many things on my walls as it is anyway, so I may as well just make it as clean as possible and make it a more of a modern office feel. And if it's anything I've realized in the last little bit is that the space is so important in which you live, because my mental health has not been super great living in this space for long term. Now, when I was going to college, things were a lot different. I was able to leave my house every 6 months and live in another state for 6 months. And that was fun. I lived in nice modern apartments and it was great. And then I'd come back home to here, I would just stare at these green walls and think to myself, I don't like this. And so I never did anything about it. But now we're doing something about it and we're changing it up. There are a few things that I need for this space. One, I need it to be a place where I can feel inspired to make videos and to make artwork. Two, I need an area to make a podcast happen, which I pretty much film anywhere and anywhere that I kind of feel like it for my podcast. But it would be cool to have a designated spot. And that's where this freaking chair comes in. This chair is amazing. I found it last night and I cannot stop thinking about it. I need this chair. Anyway, chair aside, it's gonna be really cool. And then I'm also gonna be using these cool black panels that I already have bought and purchased and tried to decorate my walls with before. And I'm gonna make that into a back panel to hide my closet doors. So as far as I can tell, if I'm filming myself at my desk or streaming, I'm going to be having these ugly white doors behind me. And I don't want that. So why not utilize that and turn it into a cool backdrop? I originally was going to put them on the doors themselves, but the panels are too thick for the door to slide open and close all the time. So my compromise was to make one of those cool little like changing, folding wall things that you see on Amazon and stuff. And I'm gonna try to see later on constructing that and making a cool back panel that can move when I need it to get into my closet, and I can cover up the closet doors when I'm not using the closet. So it seems like the perfect compromise. And I also have a really cool backdrop too for my podcast with an amazing green chair that I will not shut up about until I actually get it. I don't think it's gonna be a very comfortable chair, but I think it's just gonna look cool, and I'll be happy with it either way. Oh, hello. Hey, I'm trying to make a video here. But yeah, overall, I am really excited. I don't know how in-depth this whole thing is gonna be, but I'm gonna take you along for the journey. But yeah, if this is something you're into, consider subscribing to stay tuned for the next thing and ring that bell notification. Hit that like button, please. This is all I have. Okay. Peace.